Ozone machines are not nearly as hard or complicated as I thought they were. They're actually super simple and really powerful things. There's so many benefits that you can get by using one. I'm not going to go into all those here because I'm sure you've done your own research if you've landed on this page. One of my favorite benefits is that it can kill mold, but there are many other benefits as well. This particular model can do up to 1,500 square feet, and that takes about 90 minutes. So it is a super powerful little machine that can do a lot of hard work. It comes with a manual, so you have all the instructions you need. It even includes a sticker if you want to put on when a room was treated or a vehicle was treated with ozone. You have that, as well as this quick guide sticker that makes it super fast. When you just need a refresher when you're pulling it back out, you can quickly check this to be reminded of how long you need to do it and what to do to prep. This machine is super simple. We're just gonna plug it in here, and then we're gonna go ahead and set our timer for however long we want this to be set. You can do all the way up to 180 minutes here. For this bathroom though, I only need it for like 5 or 10 minutes just because I don't need to do a deep ozone treatment here. Then we have two power buttons. One is for ozoning water and one is for the air. This is just for the air. We will go into the water here in just a little bit. Before we turn it on though, we need to prep this room. Now before we turn this on, it's important to note you don't want to be in this room if you're turning this on. It's even better if you can just leave the house when you are ozone treating it, just because it can be really irritating to the lungs. It's not really good for you to breathe it in. It is also not good for plants. So when we go to ozone a room, we need to take out the plants. It is just not that great for them. We also need to close the windows too, so it can actually be effective in what it is doing. It's also a really good idea to go ahead and clean the room really good to make sure there's nothing in the room that is continuing to produce smells. Otherwise, you're gonna just have the same problem all over again if you are trying to reduce smells. Now that we're all set, we're gonna turn the power on, and you'll hear it like start up like a fan. You can already start smelling it a little bit. We're gonna make sure we go ahead and just shut this door. And I like to put the little no entry card that they include here on the handle, just so that everybody knows that they should not go in that room. Now that our timer is done, we're gonna go back into this room, and the first thing we're gonna do is open up all the windows, open up the doors, and let it air out for about 30 minutes. As you can see, the ozone generator turns off all by itself. That way you can safely come back in the room once the timer is done and not be just overwhelmed with ozone and just have so much ozone to breathe in. It honestly smells like that smell after a really big rainstorm, thunderstorm, that type of thing, because that is what lightning produces. It produces ozone, and that's what gives it the distinct smell. And so it does have a slight smell when you come in, but it is a very fresh smell in my mind. Once I ozoned our RV bedroom and we had clothes hanging in there, and it took a week or so for the smell to completely disappear from the room as well as the clothes, but it wasn't a bad smell. It just really depends on what you perceive as that smell, if it's a bad smell to you or not, but I find it smells clean and refreshing. Now, treating water with ozone is a little different than the air. This model comes with 2 tubes with air stones. You can use either one, they both work the same. And you just simply put this hose right here into the machine, and we're gonna place this into our water. Then, just like we would do for air, we check our manual to see how long we would put ozone into this to have the desired results. We're gonna set the timer just like before. Here we only need it for about 5 minutes because I only have a small amount of water. So then we're just gonna turn it on. Isn't that cool? I can smell it slightly coming out of this water, but it's not the same as like this. So you may be wondering why I would be doing this. Ozonated water can be used for many different things. You can use it to help sanitize surfaces. They even use it somewhat in dental stuff to help get rid of harmful bacteria in your mouth, as well as, like, say, sanitize a hot tub or a pool, can help get rid of some really nasty things that are in there. You can look up and do your own research and see if it's a wise choice for you to use it in whatever scenario you're talking about. And it is still really good to have some kind of airflow in the room, because as this is going, it is going to produce more ozone into the air, and you don't really want to be hanging out right here by it the whole time. Now, we are done ozonating this water. Now, it's important to note that because this is set on a timer, this switch will remain on even though it's technically not running anymore, just because it's on a timer setting. So it's best to just go ahead and turn that off. That way it doesn't automatically turn on as soon as you turn the timer on to set it up for your next time of ozoning. And we have ozonated water that I can use around my home. One thing to note with ozonated water, this does not stay ozonated forever. The ozone does slowly dissipate. And so you need to use this within 30 minutes of making it. You can use ozonated water to clean fruits and vegetables, just to remove anything that could be on the surface of those. Just let them soak in there for a while to just clean them up really well. And that's it. That's all it takes to use an ozone generator. Super simple, super easy. All around this machine is a powerhouse here. It seems like it's really well made. It has this metal exterior. It's not going to be beat up easily. And I feel like it does a really good job. It's so simple to use. And I definitely recommend it if you are looking for an ozone generator. Thank you so much to this brand for sending me this to try.